Regional on your home course, I imagine is an advantage. You still have to go out there and perform though. And
Yeah.
It's a tough field coming in here.
For sure, I think it's a big advantage. Knowing the golf course, knowing the reads on the greens, knowing where all the trouble is, bad spots on camping, it's a huge advantage. Different layups on the par fives, things like that. There's just certain things that we work on out there that basically guys have one day to prepare for. So that's a big advantage for us.
Is there something extra you have to do? Just golf is so process based more than result. You just got to stick with it. Is being at home, is that something that you have to be cognizant of, that you can't just kind of be a little mindless at times? Just
yeah, I think we're preparing for this tournament like we would any other tournament. Knowing that it's at home obviously helps, but we just finished up a 4-round qualifier. I wanted the guys to just get some competition going in. Basically we played the same time that we're going to be playing in regionals, and just trying to get them as much familiar with that side of the tournament atmosphere, teeing off on 10, which we'll be doing the first day, which we never do. So just seeing the golf course at different times of the day and just trying to prepare them the best for that.
Tell us about Herman. It just sounds different coming off his club a little bit, and there's certain players like that, and getting him to Purdue was big for this program, I imagine.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, he's one of the best players that's ever played here. He's the sky's the limit for him. I think he's already probably a top ball striker in the world. I mean, he hits it so good. He's really long. Just tidying up a few little things with his game, I think really he can compete with anybody. I mean, he's really special.
How does a player like that kind of help pull up the rest of the program even higher?
Yeah, I think having him, play at the level that he's at, I think a lot of that is Purdue as well. We have 2 top golf courses that you can prepare on day in and day out, and I think other recruits and players are noticing that we have a lot of players that have played here that have done really well coming out of Purdue, and I think that's one of the reasons he chose to come here. And then also I think it'll help us a lot in the future with recruiting.
You mentioned going to watch him play in Europe. That's not something you do for just anybody, I imagine.
Yeah, I usually do kind of 2 trips a summer to Europe to watch different players over there, and we've done well with Norway in general. We had Jarle Volden played here, and Jarle kind of grew up with Herman, and we've got another player in 2025 from Norway coming. So I think once people come and have a great experience and get better, that kind of helps you in the future.
Have you noticed with being able to host a regional here, does the community seem to grab onto that a little more, just support-wise with the team?
For sure. I know the amount of people that we have volunteering for the event, and I've heard from so many people that are have told me they're coming out. So obviously that's awesome, and it's great to showcase our facility. I mean, it's one of the top facilities in the country. Our administration is really behind golf, and for them to be able to host a regional and close the golf course down to let us prepare out there and get it in the condition that we want to get it in. I mean, our superintendent staff is amazing with the condition that this is the best I've ever seen camping right now. So it's pretty awesome.